Hello, my name's Ide and I work for Nottingham City Council. I'm part of a new vegan staff group set up to explore and promote plant-based eating within our organisation. Now, Nottingham aims to be carbon neutral by 2028, and on the 28th of each month there's a brand new sustainability challenge to help everyone in the city take part. So this month the challenge is to go meat-free for a day, and it's in partnership with Food for a Future and Dash Vegan. After explaining how your diet links to the environment, I'll share some top tips on how to have an easy and delicious meat-free day, and then pass you over to Katie, who will present a plant-based cooking demo. Now, there's lots of reasons why people go vegan, but one of the main ones is actually helping to reduce climate change and other environmental issues. According to the BBC, meat and dairy alone account for between 14.5 and 18% of all human-induced greenhouse gas emissions. These graphs from The Economist show how eating a more plant-based diet can hugely decrease your emissions, as well as supporting your health. It's more than just emissions too. Look at how much less land and water are used for plant-based milks compared to traditional cow's milk. In the UK, veganism has quadrupled in just 5 years, between 2014 and 2019. Now, over 1% of the population are vegan, and there are so many more products out there that it is easier than ever before to try it. So here are some top tips for going plant-based today. Firstly, use what you have. A lot of what you might eat might already be vegan without you realising it. Rice, beans, lentils, and lots of pastas and cereals don't have any meat or dairy in. Can you make a meal out of what you already have in the cupboard? If you have beans on toast, that's one meal sorted. Secondly, well-loved brands have come out with fantastic vegan ranges, and most supermarkets now have their own affordable lines in plant-based meals. You could also browse recipes online to see what you might like to try. We recommend Veganuary's website. There's lots of cafes, restaurants and takeaways who have vegan options, so if you're out and about, why not grab a vegan sausage roll, a tofu curry, or even a vegan brownie? I'm now going to hand over to Katie from Food for a Future for a plant-based cooking demo.
Hello and welcome to Food for a Future special edition in the garden.
Hello, today we're going to be making some vegan burgers with 2 different types of topping, and we're using...
And they are called...
Oh yeah, go on.
Katie's burger is called In a Pickle, and mine is called Not Much Room for Improvement.
Love a pun. So we're doing this as part of Nottingham City Council's target to become a carbon neutral city by 2028. And they've been doing lots of challenges to encourage people to be more environmentally friendly and reduce their carbon footprint. So veganism is one of the easiest ways to do this.
And most impactful.
So today we're using Veggie's Festival Burger Mix, which is the most ethical burger mix in the whole country as rated by Ethical Consumer. So you really cannot get any better than this, and they're really tasty.
Yeah, the way it's produced, it doesn't use much energy, and it's all like locally sourced, as close by as can be.
Yeah. So there's a soya version and a hemp mix version, but the festival mix is like a blend of both. And I thought we'd go for festival because it's my favourite, because we normally eat loads of veggies burgers at festivals, but obviously that hasn't happened this year. So I'm just going to make up the whole pack because why not? If you're using a whole 300 gram pack, it's like 3 to 2 dry to wet ratio, so that's 3 cups of the mix in there. I know because I measured it out last night. And in here it's 2 cups of water, so I'm just gonna like slowly add the water and make sure that it gets nice and mixed in.
And I am going to put my mushrooms on to fry at the same time. So in my Not Much Room for Improvement burger, it's going to be a blend of garlic mushrooms and spinach and cream cheese, and we're going to use the Violife cream cheese, which is just a personal fave. I think it's really good. All of our life cheeses are like really up there with the vegan cheese scene. Like I first went vegan like 9 years ago or something like that. Maybe even 10 years ago now. Yeah, 10 years ago. There was hardly any vegan cheese around, and like it was all tasted a bit funny, didn't it? When I was trying to convince Katie to go vegan with the cheeses, it wasn't doing it. Wasn't great, but now the cheese is
really good.
It's a thing.
Yeah, I mean, you do get ones that you prefer and then like ones that you don't prefer, but that's just the same with any kind of food, isn't it? Like you prefer certain brands to others. So yeah, Violife is like a really good one.
And Vitalite margarine is also really nice. It's like very buttery.
Yeah.
I like this one. So that's all mixed in now, isn't it?
So it's all mixed in, but you want to let it stand for like 10 minutes because it like firms up.
Show it to this camera too.
Show it to that camera too. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Just melting the butter down a bit, and then I'm going to add in my pre-chopped mushrooms. It's just a punnet of mushrooms. I think it's going to be on the more side. We're kind of making enough for like 8 burgers potentially, but we're going to just start off with 2. But the toppings, I might as well do it all in one go.
Yeah.
So you want to cook your mushrooms off till they're like almost cooked before adding your garlic, which is here.
How many cloves of garlic did you use?
7, but they were really small.
Okay.
So like if it's a big garlic, I'd use like 3 to 4. But when it's like those baby garlics, 7. And I put it in mushrooms.
Yeah. We need lots of garlic anyway. Good for your immune system.
Yes. Veggies catering campaign who make the burger mix that we're using. It's their birthday today. So 36 years of Veggies catering campaign, which is just incredible really, isn't it, when you think about all the protests they must have been to and all the festivals. Like me and Katie only just started really volunteering with them maybe 2 years now. It's Food for a Future, which is behind us, if you can see. It's Food for a Future on Instagram and Twitter if you want to follow us for tasty cookery recipes and demos.
We think like a good way to encourage people to go vegan is to entice you with tasty vegan food, which like definitely worked for me. So I think that's a really good way, and normally we'd have a live audience, so we'd cook something up and then we'd give everyone like a little taste. Just to try, because I think people are a bit like worried about maybe buying something that then maybe they're not going to like, and they feel that that's wasteful. But if we can show you that it's not wasteful because it's going to be really tasty, then it's a good way of doing things.
And you can make it yourself as well. Like, we'd like to show that it's easy to do these things, because I think people always think that vegan food is like difficult or complicated. And I mean, there is recipes online that are just like have way too many ingredients, in my opinion. Like, I do understand it, because you can come across some, can't you, where it's just like endless lists of all these unknown and unheard of ingredients. So yeah, I think basically
we try and keep things simple-ish, don't we?
Yeah, keep it simple, spread the vegan word.
Yeah. So I'm going to start making my batter now. So in this burger is going to be red pickled cabbage, but also battered gherkins, which are really good. Yeah, good feature. So I'll show you how to make your own batter. So for a start, I've got some plain flour. Use Dove's white organic flour. Don't know how it would work with wholemeal. I think you're best off sticking to white for a batter. So there's half a cup of that. In here, this little cow bowl is a teaspoon of herbs de Provence, onion powder, garlic powder, Cajun spice and dill, and also a teaspoon of baking soda, which I haven't got on the table because...
Is that bicarb?
Yeah, bicarbonate of soda.
Baking soda's the American version, isn't it?
Yeah. Sorry,
that's
English
okay.
language.
Just checking, because I always get, because it's like baking powder, bicarb.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
And then baking soda is like, sounds like a combo of the two of them, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. No, baking soda or bicarbonate of soda.
Yeah.
So yeah, all the spices, the bicarb and the flour just in here. Just whisking it up so the flavours are nicely evenly distributed. And then I've got 1/4 cup of aquafaba, which is the liquid out of a tin of chickpeas. And it comes out and it's just like a yellow liquid. I don't know if you can see, but basically you just need to whisk it up until it goes foamy.
Chickpea juice.
Just chickpea juice. You can also make meringues with aquafaba, chickpea juice. So yeah, and it goes into like frothy peaks. What you're after?
Salt. Ah.
Just in a bowl.
Just gonna add a pinch of salt or two. This is a nice salt. This is smoked sea salt.
Real fancy.
Mold-on. Mold-on?
Yeah, something like that.
And a bit of pepper, because why not?
So I'm just like gently incorporating the aquafaba into the flour.
Slowly.
Slowly. There's something in chickpea protein that makes things rise, so it's good for a batter because it makes it nice.
Like
and
eggs.
light and airy. Yeah, like eggs. A good replacement eggs if you're into baking as well, like to make cakes. And then I'm going to add 3/4 cup of soda water. You can also add beer. You just basically need something fizzy.
Add these burgers.
Yeah, okay, so I'll just explain. So,
yeah,
I will show you how to shape these in a second, but I pre-shaped these at home, and you can just fry them off straight away, but maybe it's because my burger portions are a little bit more generous, but I just like to cook them through for 10 minutes in the oven before frying. I just prefer them that way, and I think they keep their shape better, so that's what I prefer to do. But you can just make the patties and fry. That, I mean, that's what veggies do, and their burgers are always great, so, you know.
Pretty much easy going on mine, and I could just get my baps ready, and then they will be on the side. It's literally just a combo dish, really, mine, but that's fine.
Yeah.
No, I am actually a chef at Crocus Cafe in Lenton. We're currently closed for a circuit break, unfortunately, but hopefully we'll be back in the kitchen there soon, and in the meantime doing some cookery demos with Food for the Future, so might want to add some, do you think, some oil to these?
Yeah, put a little bit of oil. So, just whilst those burgers are cooking, I'm just going to make some room and show you how to shape burgers. I'm just going to steal that plate from underneath there. So, you can buy a burger press from Veggies, I think it's £5, and get like very perfect patties, but basically all I use is a cookie cutter. So you just easy peasy put, I mean, it's up to you what you want to do, how big you want to go, but you just want to put maybe 3 tablespoons of mix into the cookie cutter. Just like literally push the mix down with the spoon.
Yeah, you want a little.
I'm just going to show that camera.
Oh yeah, show.
See, like, yeah, I think that's the easiest way.
Yeah, or you can just shape them into a ball and flatten them like I do.
Yeah.
If you don't have a cookie cutter.
If you don't have a cookie cutter, no.
Yeah.
So yeah, about 3 tablespoons. And just flatten it down. I also find it quite satisfying to do, so maybe that's why. I'm an advocate of
Yeah,
this
because then
method.
they're all like equal.
Perfect. Yeah. Yeah, so that's how you shape the burgers. But we have got some pre-made, so I'm just going to pop these down to create a little bit more room on the table. And I'm going to bring us back to the battering of the gherkins. So...
Can I have a little bit more oil?
yeah. So I've got gherkins and I've just sliced them like that, you know, just sliced gherkins. You want to put them on like a bit of kitchen roll or something before, because you don't want really vinegary gherkins because the batter won't stick to them. So I'm just basically gonna bang them all in.
And the batter. Like quite a runny batter, actually. Isn't
Yeah. It? And I'm just going to test the oil, but I'm pretty sure it's there. Yeah, it's there. I'm going to go for it. These like really don't take very long at all.
Yeah. But we can. I'll get these ready.
Yeah, we'll just get a little production line.
So we're going to have mustard and ketchup.
Mustard and ketchup. That's
and then
like
pickled cabbage.
Pickled cabbage and battered gherkins. And look, you can see straight away.
Wow, yeah.
Can I? Oh no, it's too dangerous.
Yeah, too
I'll show the finished pickles to the camera. But
they're getting a nice crispy coating, going a golden brown colour.
Okay, and I don't want to put too many in at a time because it gets pretty hectic in the pan otherwise.
I'm just going to grab that and the mustard.
So literally just take a few seconds. So I'm just going to pop them on the plate as they become ready. Oh my gosh, they look so good. I ate so many of these the other day when I was doing them. And I had like quite a lot of leftover batter, so I did battered sausage for me and my brother for tea the next day. And he was impressed, and he's like a man of few words.
Is it a full jar of mustard?
Whoa, it is a full jar of mustard. Thanks, Pat. So yeah, also...
is it from them?
Yeah, also like throughout lockdown, because, well, I don't know if you know about Veggie's catering campaign, but they normally go to events or protests like around humanitarian and animal causes, and also sell burgers at festivals
to help fund that.
to help fund like the good work that they do. But obviously no festivals this year, so what they've done is turned into like a community food hub. You do have to go in and see them. I think it's Wednesdays and Sundays. They do deliver, but like only certain areas of Nottingham, because they're really keen on not like using lots of diesel in their van and stuff like that. So would prefer people to walk or cycle to them. Yeah, and like I've been buying like as much as I can really from there, and they're doing bed.
But it's in reusable tubs as well, isn't it?
Yeah, like refills. So the ketchup is from them. Well, the ketchup's gone. Oh yeah, you had the ketchup.
Yeah, I got.
Yeah, so it's just like it's just good, and it's just so nice thinking that your money's going towards something positive rather than just like the generic supermarkets.
Yeah, and then Dash Vegan do that too, don't they? Reusable tubs.
Yeah, so Dash Vegan, I believe, they are also doing something for this carbon neutral challenge, and they sell the gluten-free veggies burger hemp mix, because Sam, who runs it, is celiac, so yeah, for all your gluten-free vegan produce.
Well, yeah, and that's because she found it really hard to find gluten-free and vegan food. So she's created a place where that's all they do.
Yeah, so that's really good.
So we had a slight technical issue there. Never mind. We are going from where we left off, so if things look a bit different, then you're not going crazy. I mean, for a start, we realised we've now only got 2 burgers in the pan, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
We're refuelled.
The 4 burgers have magically disappeared. I don't know what happened to them.
we're not being greedy and having 3 burgers each though, because that would just be too much. But these are actually for my parents.
But we can at least clarify wholeheartedly now that the burgers were really, really delicious.
And that they fry straight from mix, because the ones that we had in the pan before, Katie had part baked, but these ones are just straight from the mix, and they look
that you did see
equally the same.
Yeah. And you can see that there is so much mix left. So
yeah, how many burgers does it make?
I think it's supposed to make 7 to 12 burgers.
No, I think it's 16 to 24. What does
the kilo bag.
Does it not say on the packet?
12 burgers.
What?
This is only the 350 gram one though, because you've got the kilo one before.
Oh.
That's what.
You can buy it in different sizes.
Also, it would obviously be ideal if you had some tongs. I don't. So.
But not everybody has tongs.
Not everyone has tongs. So just get 2 forks like me. We're also doing like whole battered gherkins as well this time, just for fun.
Added extras.
Yeah. Lovely.
Have you got?
I'm going to start battering gherkins now.
Oh. Mushroom overflow. There's so many different vegan foods now, like with the cream cheese and the milks and everything you could possibly need. So
it's really easy, and it will help Nottingham be carbon neutral by 2028.
Yeah. Challenge 22 is a good one. If you type in challenge22.com, that is going vegan for 22 days, and I give you loads of recipes and advice and nutritional lists on the other end of the line. So that's a good starting place if you're looking to start.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
That's all from us. We're going to take a picture of these burgers.
Yeah.
And yeah.
See you next virtual time.
You've learned something and found some inspiration for a meat-free day. If you can't do it today, then why not plan for a day this week or this month? Whenever you try it, make sure you pop it on social media with the hashtag 28for28 or email climatechange@nottinghamcity.gov.uk. Last thing to say is that to get to a carbon neutral position in 2028, we need to try and change the way we do things now. If the idea of veganism seems overwhelming, remember, you don't have to do it all at once. It's okay to start small. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing your posts.